Welcome, travelers! Over the last weekend, we have witnessed our remaining 16 contestants in the tournament compete against each other to determine who goes on to the quarterfinals of the competition. In conjunction with the upcoming quarterfinals of GSAC2, we have patched up a short analysis for the characters and team comps that are often used to achieve the best possible timings in this Abyss rotation. This analysis is proudly presented to you by our team here from TheGambitSG and the Genshin Adventure Guild. Without further ado, let's dive right into our analysis. Let's start with some of the most picked characters from the tournament's video submissions. Here, you can see a summary showing a breakdown of the most picked characters used by players in their submissions. This list, on the other hand, shows the top picked characters used by the top 16 finalists. With the ban on Kazuha and Venti, it is observed that Sucrose and Ayaka are the next best picks, followed by our two favorite Hydro characters, Xingqiu and Ayato. During the top 16 matches, it was to no surprise that the top banned characters consisted of Ayaka, Ayato, and Sucrose, as they were highly used in the video submissions. This has caused a dramatic shift in the usage rates of characters. Sucrose and Ayaka have dropped down from their spots, and in their state were Diona, Mona, Rosaria, and Xingqiu. All four of them tied at a usage rate of 50%. This suggested that these four characters were selected in every single match, making them the most in-demand picks for this Abyss rotation. Moving on, we'll be looking into some of the top team comps that have achieved the best timings during our top 16 matches.
The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams of Chamber 1 first half are Tartaglia, Sucrose, Xiangling, Bennett, and Ayato. These characters make use of amplifying reactions such as Vaporize, which generally has a higher damage ceiling compared to transformative reactions such as Electrocharged. Teams that utilizes Electrocharged heavily relies on grouping provided by Kazuha and Venti for it to bounce around multiple enemies. Since the use of Kazuha and Venti are strictly prohibited in this Abyss challenge, teams that make use of Vaporize has a better advantage in obtaining a faster clear time. Both Bennett and Sucrose are commonly used here to provide damage boost by transferring attack and elemental mastery respectively to Xiangling to dish out a greater Vaporize damage. Child and Ayato can also fully utilize the 2.6 Abyss Moon's Blessing, which results in greater personal damage dealt. The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams for Chamber 1 second half are Cryo main DPS such as Ayaka and Ganyu, Hydro damage buff support such as Mona, and Nemo support that provides elemental shred with the use of 4-piece VV such as Jin, and Cryo supports for battery such as Diona. These characters comprises of what is commonly found in a standard freeze team. Being able to freeze the 2 Ruin Guards in the second half is crucial to maximize DPS output. The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams for Chamber 2 first half are Tartaglia, Ayato, Sucrose, Xiangling, and Bennett. The use of Sucrose is seen here to provide grouping of the Warper Flowers for both Xiangling and the Hydro DPS. Both skill and technique are necessary to maintain the grouping of the Warper Flowers throughout this first half. The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams for Chamber 2 second half are strong Cryo main DPS, Cryo sub DPS, Hydro supports like Mona, as well as Anemo supports such as Jin. Being able to freeze in the second half of Chamber 2 with the use of Cryo and Hydro element is crucial to maximize DPS output using strong crowd control once the Abyss Lector and Heralds are grouped up. Since Sucrose has been used in the first half, Jin would fit perfectly into the second half. The use of Jin here would be to provide 4-piece VV elemental shred, as well as swirling to break the elemental shields of Abyss Lectors, as well as to provide survivability through her massive healing. To finish things off, Cryo main DPS and sub DPS are the most effective when it comes to dealing with the Hydro Herald elemental shield at the very end of this chamber. The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams for Chamber 3 first half are Ayato and Xingqiu. The use of Hydro Element would be far superior compared to the use of Electro when it comes to breaking those annoying Pyro Elemental shields of the Abyss Lector. The use of double Hydro here would be the most ideal, as Ayato and Xingqiu provides consistent Hydro application. Though Chao is a very good Hydro applicator, he may run into cooldown issues that are limited by his elemental skill. The most frequently used characters found in the top 3 teams for Chamber 3 second half are Cryo main DPS, Cryo sub DPS, and Hydro supports such as Mona. Being able to freeze in the second half of Chamber 3 with the use of Cryo and Hydro element is once again crucial to maximize DPS output by using strong crowd control through freezing once the Abyss Heralds are grouped up. Cryo main DPS and sub DPS are the most effective when it comes to dealing with the Hydro Herald's elemental shield, as well as keeping them perma-frozen altogether. This would require both skill and technique to maintain good grouping. One of the unorthodox methods is seen through using the use of Cryo Zhongli alongside with Chongyun.
This marks the end of our analysis. We hope that this video has helped you in configuring team comps and synergies for this Spiral Abyss, especially if you own neither Kazuha or Venti. We'll be having our quarterfinals, semi-finals, and grand finals of the GSAC2 this coming weekend on the 14th and 15th of May at 8 PM GMT+8 time zone. It will be streamed live only at twitch.tv/TheGambitSG. We hope to see you there. Thanks and bye.